Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be walking you through task 4 of the SBA. By now, I hope you've all completed task 1, 2, and 3. Remember, all the videos are posted for you to watch at your own pace, so be sure to check them out if you haven't already. If you find this video helpful, drop a comment saying helpful, and don't forget to subscribe for more details. So let's begin. So the first instruction says that we're supposed to make a copy of client purchases data sheet, and we're supposed to rename it as client simple filter. So I'm going to add another sheet, and I'm going to rename that sheet as client simple filter. And then I'm going to go to the client purchases data sheet, and I'm going to copy the information that is there. So I highlight everything, I right click, I select copy, and I go over to the client simple filter sheet, click in cell A1, I right click on the mouse, and I paste it there. So remember, whenever it is that you're seeing these hashtag signs, it simply means that we need more space between the columns. So we'll just go ahead and make that adjustment. Alright, so there we have it. So number 1 is completed. So moving right along to number 2, it says that we're supposed to perform a simple filter and filter the list in place using the following criteria. So we only want to see international clients who purchased item quantity greater than 100. So we only want to see the international clients who purchased quantity greater than 100. So let's head back to the worksheet. We're going to highlight everything. So from the column headings, go all the way down right here. So once we have highlighted from our column headings to our final client, we're going to ensure that we're on the data tab. So the data tab is right here. We're going to select filter. Some drop down arrows will appear. So it says that we're only supposed to show international clients. So we click on the drop down arrow beside client type. And we're going to only check for the international clients. I'm going to check the international client box, and I'm going to select OK. And it also says we only want to see the international clients who purchase item quantity greater than 100. So we go over to quantity, we click on the drop down arrow, and we're only going to select for 100. So greater than 100. So we use a number filter, click on number filter, select greater than, a pop-up box will appear, and you're going to type 100 right in the box. So it's greater than 100, and you select OK. And then there we have it. So this sheet is now showing all the international clients that would have purchased items that are above 100. So that's what your client simple filter sheet should look like when you're through. So moving right along to number 3. So this one says we're supposed to make a copy of the client purchases data sheet and rename it client advance filter. So the client purchases data sheet, and we're going to rename it as client advance filter. So let's head back to the workbook. We're going to add another sheet. We're going to call this sheet client advance filter. We're supposed to go back to the client purchases data sheet, and we're supposed to copy everything that is there. And we're going to place it in our client advance filter sheet. We're going to adjust the columns. Right, so I'm through adjusting my columns. So with the advanced filter, we need to have a table showing our criteria. So we need a table showing our criteria. So we have to copy all of these column headings right here, just the headings. And I'm going to paste it right below this sheet. So I'm going to paste the headings right here. So before I do anything more, let me go back to the instruction sheet. So we have completed number 3. So let me change the color. So now onto the final step. It says that we're supposed to use the second set of data and perform an advanced filter to extract all the local clients with purchases after October 2025. Do not filter the list in place. So now we want to see all the local clients who would have made purchases after October 2025. So on the client type, we're going to type local clients. So we're setting the criteria. And for the date, we want to see those that are above or greater than October 2025. So we have to use the greater than sign. Greater than the last day of October, which would be the 30th. The 30th October is the 10th month and the year 2025. So that's our criteria right there. So now that we would have set our criteria, we can go ahead and perform our advanced filtering. So we highlight from our column heading, not the title, not bling or fashion. We highlight from the column heading down to our final customer. We go on to the data tab. Here we have filter. We select advanced. So that's our list range right there. Then we're going to click in our criteria range box. And remember, we would have set the criteria below the table. So we just highlight these headings right here along with the criteria that we would have set. And we release the mouse. And before they would have concluded, they would have said that do not filter the list in place. So right here for action, we already have filtered the list in place. So we have to change it to copy to another location. So we check that box, click in the copy to box, and you're going to tell it where you want this to be placed. So let's say that we want to see all of this below the criteria table. So I'm just gonna put the cursor right here. So that's where I want my advanced filtering to be done. And I select OK. And there we have it. So here is my advanced filtering at the bottom. Let me just go ahead and change the color so that you can see. So that's my advanced filtering right there. This was my criteria range. And this right here was the list that I would have copied from the client purchases data. So there we have it. And as you can see, we are finished with task 4. So we're now finished with task 4. So thank you so much for watching, and please let me know if you found this video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your classmates.